Hey guys, welcome back to part 16 of Tapper. I plan on finishing it in this episode. I did get these brackets for the control panel re-drilled and mounted, and the latches and everything on it. It took quite a while to get these to fit right, so I just did it off camera because it would have just been a bunch of back and forth. I had to keep going out to the shop and cutting and drilling and doing stuff to them. So they are fitting right now. It latches and everything. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna put the coin door together so that we can get that installed, and then we can put the control panel on and get that plugged in. And then the yellow wires, the ground straps that go in these cabinets that go from the control panel to the coin door to the power brick to the circuit boards, I don't have any of those yellow ground straps. This cabinet had nothing in it when I got it. I picked up a roll of green 16 gauge wire, and this is what I'm going to use for all my grounds. So I'll make a ground wire from the control panel to the coin door, from the coin door over to the power brick, and then one from the power brick to the plates on the circuit boards. So we'll do that later on. But first, let's go get this coin door put together so we can get this put on. Okay, I got everything set up on the table here. I did find a plug. This does plug into the plug on the game, but I don't know if the wiring is correct or not because I don't know what game this came out of. I have to run back to the shop real quick. I'm not going to video it, but I need to clean up these buttons, these coin return buttons. See how they're all rusty and stuff. I'm going to go wire wheel these all down and oil them up real quick. And then I'll come back and we can put this together. In this bucket, these are all tumbled parts for these coin doors. There's actually two sets of parts in here because I have another coin door that's not together as well. So let me go clean these up and I'll come back and we'll start putting it together. Okay, they're all cleaned up, nice and shiny. No rust on them anymore. So I'm gonna put a towel on this table just to try to keep this from scratching up. And we will start getting this together. I'm thinking this is like a Pac-Man or something because there's no wires for the, unless these are them right here, these might be them, for the lights, for the 25-cent lights. I'll just have to figure it out. If I have to pull these pins out and repin it, or even cut this off and use a new plug end, we can do that, and we can just repin it all together where it needs to go. I'm not going to plug it in because I don't want to plug it in and short something out because it's not in the right area. So let's get these on here. And these just go like this. Gonna pour all this stuff out for now. There's actually more than two. I think there's more than two coin doors worth of parts. Oh no, there's not. I took these chutes off. So these are the screws we need for to hold the mechanisms on. 3 per side. So we need 6 of these. Let me go grab my little drill so I don't have to do this all by hand. Okay. We'll use this because it's a little bit easier, quicker. I gotta find the coin mechanisms for them. I think I have. I gotta find a matching pair. These older ones, I use like that beige colored ones. I know I have at least one left of those. I've used a ton of them on all these games I've been restoring because it seems like every single game I get never has them in here. And I try to just hook all this stuff up like originally. So like if I were to sell it, somebody wanted to use it to take quarters, it would work, you know. Now this one doesn't have a coin counter, but that's all right. I'm not too worried about that. I can always add that in later. So now I need, these are what hold the badges on for the, and if you can see, I'm actually missing some of these. So one of these coin doors that I have that were extra must have been missing some parts. For years, I was buying parts right and left, and anytime one of these coin doors would come up for sale and they were real cheap, I'd buy them. At one point, I remember I bought the over-under coin doors. I probably bought 20 of them off of this one operator that was just getting rid of them, and they were almost like brand new looking. I think he was selling them to me for like $35 a piece or something stupid cheap. So we don't have any of this light bulbs. I think I have the, let me go look. I think I have the thing that holds the bulb, the socket, so we can at least get that bolted on for now. Okay, I found some brand new ones. So we can at least get these mounted on so we don't have to take that apart and put it back together again. And of course I gotta go get more tools now. Maybe. Nope, this fits. And it won't be too hard to wire these up if we need to run new wires. I might just end up cutting this end off and redoing it just to be on the safe side. I'll have to get the schematic out on the tapper control panel or coin door harness and see what color wire does what, because I definitely do not know that offhand. Definitely missing a bunch of coin door parts for the other coin door. I don't think I need the other coin door. It's painted already. It's bodyworked and painted. I don't know if I need it or not because Wizard of War, I already have one for that, and that's already all painted. The Gorf I have out there, that I believe has a coin door on it as well. I'm pretty sure it does. So the other one might just be extra, which is good to have. I think originally I didn't think Journey had a coin door when I bought it. But it showed up and I had one on it, so I think that's why I had that other one ready. Because I knew Tapper didn't have it on it. Okay, that's done. Now we got to put our coin chutes in, which I definitely don't have those for this. I do have some new ones though. We're going to get new ones and put those on. And bolts as well, because I do not have any bolts. So either this didn't have them when I got the coin door, or they were just completely mangled. Okay, I have a bunch of these that I had bought a long time ago from Arcade Shop. And they come with the bolts and the nuts. So what we need to do is put those chutes together real quick so that we can get them attached to this. Put one of these together. This weekend I might start putting Wizard of War together. I'll have have to check on the wiring harness and see how long that's till it's ready. But after I'm done with Wizard of War, I'm gonna dig out that Neo Geo. After I do Neo Geo, I think I'm gonna do Q*bert. Then after Q*bert, I'm not sure if I want to do Tempest or what else I got out there. I got Gorf Tempest out there. I actually have I have another Kangaroo cabinet, which is the same cabinet that Dig Dug came in. So I might just convert that to a Dig Dug cabinet. I do have a original Dig Dug PCB, and I have a control panel and everything, but I do not have a wiring harness. So I might just have to, if I do that, I might just have to do a converter to JAMA and just wire the cabinet up with a JAMA harness. But I have a Kangaroo down here. Nobody really even plays it. It's kind of a gay game. But it is what it is. I play it every now and then. A knockoff of Donkey Kong. Okay, we got this one together. And believe it or not, I do not have Donkey Kong. I have Donkey Kong Jr., but not Donkey Kong. I've honestly never found one for a reasonable price. Everybody always wants big bucks for them. I think I got Donkey Kong Jr. years ago for 300 bucks, I think it was. And it was in, it worked when I got it. What am I doing wrong here? Does not, something, oh, I put the chute on upside down. Yep, sure did. So now I can take this back apart and spin this around. I was wondering why it looks so goofy. There's crushed walnut shells stuck inside the screw heads. That happens sometimes, you just gotta pick them out. So spin this around real quick here. I think it's in, is that in wrong? Yeah, it's backwards. And I have a new badge for the front of this coin door. And I have the little rivets that go in it. They come with a sticky back on them. But I always like to put the rivets in there so it looks original. Now the rivets, when I put them in there, I have to put some super glue on them. Because I don't have the tool to mushroom the rivets over on the backside. So I just slide the rivets in the hole with some super glue on them. And it works good. I haven't had any issues with it. Plus the sticky back double-sided tape that comes on the back of these holds it on there as well, so it works out fine. And it looks original when it's done. But I got to drill holes in that plate because they do not come with the holes drilled in them. Okay, now we can slide this on. What is going on here? What am I doing wrong? Oh, I'm an idiot. It goes down here. I'm putting it in the wrong, I thought these held it in. It's been a rough day. Just not paying attention. Now I wonder if I have to change that back around. which I'm pretty confident I do. So if that's the case, I'll pause the video for a couple minutes and I'll take that back apart and spin it around again. No point in watching me screw together and unscrew a bunch of parts over and over because I'm an idiot. So let me pause this. Let me spin those around and I'll be back. Okay, I think I'm done screwing up now, but we shall see. I got this one tightened, which I think you guys saw me do. And then we will put this one on here. Now there are little cotter pins that slide into here, and I think that has something to do with what size quarter or which side it shoots it to. I'm not going to put those in right now because I'm not sure which side they go on. The funny thing is like the one for Wizard of War doesn't have that in there. So I don't know, I'll have to look at one of my other coin doors and see which side that goes on. Or if you guys know, let me know. I would say that it would go on this side so that that slot looks like about the width of a quarter. Or maybe it has something to do with the coin mechanism. I don't know. That I can't help you on. These bolts they come with are a little bit longer than the original ones, but it doesn't seem to interfere with anything. And I don't have a nut driver down here this size, so I'm just using these needle nose pliers to tighten it. They're carriage bolts, so they're not going to spin on the outside. They got a square hole. Okay. Okay, gotta get the lock for it, and we need to get this badge on here, so I'm gonna have to grab a marker, and I'll show you how I kind of just eyeball it, and I drill the holes in it. So let me go grab a marker. Okay, so what I do is I kind of just lay it on here, and I just put a little, I go this way too, just to try to see. And then I just kind of keep them all the same height all the way across. And I'll slide it upwards. And I'll mark the bottom ones. And hopefully, when I drill them, they'll be right about where they need to go. I'm going to go drill this, and then I'll come back and we'll see if they fit. If they fit, we will get it stuck down and the rivets put in. Okay, let's pull the double side tape off. Looks pretty close. One might be off a tiny bit. If that's the case, not a big deal. We'll just run a drill bit through it. I thought these things had a protective coating on them. I can't seem to find an edge that would peel it off. I'm going to run my drill bit through there just to make sure. This is a 7/64 drill bit. You gotta be careful with these things. You can barely push on them or they start denting all up. So I gotta get these little rivets now and glue them in place. I don't know if this glue is still any good. Yep, it's still good. So now I gotta try to be careful and not get a bunch of glue on everything. These things are so small. There's a guy on eBay that sells them. He has them listed for arcade card coin doors. Okay, one more. Okay, let that dry for a couple minutes. You can see how nice that looks. Nice and original. We'll let that dry for a couple minutes and we will mount the coin door to the frame, which I have to find the little screws for that. I think they're these black ones here. We forgot to put a little hook on for our back door key. So I'm gonna let this dry for a couple minutes. We'll flip it over and we will get that put on. Okay, I have it flipped over. What I like to do is I like to take more super glue and I just put a little puddle over top of the back side of the rivet. You can get to 5 of them. You can get to all of them if you don't put your coin mechanisms in first, but last time I did that, I ended up scratching the faceplate all up. For some, I don't even know how I did it, but I scratched the faceplate up, putting all this stuff in. This hook, I believe it goes right here, or we can even put it right here. I should put it right there. Doesn't really matter. I think this is where the coin counter goes, but I don't have one right now. I have a bunch, but I haven't looked through them. It's gonna be on free play anyway, so I'm not really too worried about that right now. Okay, now we can put the frame on. Make sure these are the right screws. Seems small. ones here. Okay. I need to clean them out. There's some crushed walnut shells in them. Use a toothpick or a knife like I'm using. Just try to center it in the opening. Okay. There we go. So now we can get this mounted to the cabinet. Okay, let's get this in here. Grab a wrench. Okay, let me get these tightened up. Okay, stick the coin bucket in there. All right, next we are going to make the ground wires before I attach the control panel. We'll get those done, and then we can attach the control panel, get it plugged in, and then we should be able to get the monitor plugged in and turn the game on. All right, I'm gonna put the door lock on real quick, or the coin door lock real quick. Spin this around so that I usually like mine to go upwards to unlock. Okay. Bend this until it fits. There we go. I gotta take that back off though. I forgot to put the switch on there. Slam switch. So I just gotta slide this on there. After this, I'm going to spin the cabinet around. I'm going to drill the 2 holes into the wood for the back of the monitor mounts, and then vacuum it out and everything, and then I'll come back. We'll bolt the monitor down, and then we'll make the ground wires and get the monitor hooked back up. I'm still going to wait on the control panel until I get those ground wires made, so that we can hook it up into the control panel. Okay, the slam switch is installed. So for now, I'm just gonna shut that, just leave it like that. So let me clean up a little bit. I'll spin this around, and then we will do the ground wires and stuff. Okay, I'm just gonna use some carriage bolts and nuts. I drilled 2 holes in the back here, so that we can just get this bolted in. They probably really don't need to be bolted in. I'm sure the front brackets are probably sturdy enough, but why not? After this, we'll plug the monitor in, and then we're going to make our ground wires. And then we'll go around front, plug in the control panel, mount that, and we'll see if it fires up. I'll put the back door on afterwards. I don't need to show you guys how to put a back door on. So I'm going to take these ground wires off of here, and you put the screw back in here and then use this screw, and then I'll make a ground wire for that. Yeah, I can't find that yellow flat ground strap anywhere. I don't think anybody sells it. This will work just as good. Grabbing a couple connectors here. And my crimpers. I've got stuff everywhere. Got a huge mess to clean up. So we're gonna get rid of this one. Just put the screw right back in. Throw that away. This one will loosen. Throw this one away. I'm gonna use, I don't know if I have loops or not. These are just butt connectors. Let me go see if I have loops. Okay, I got forks. The fork ones will work as well. These are ones that have shrink tubes attached to them. So what I'm going to do here is of course, this is tangled up right out of the thing. Apparently I did something wrong. There we go. So I'm going to put an end on here first. Now we'll just shrink it real quick with a little bit of heat here. And that's how we're going to make all these. I got to mount this in the front still. We need to put our strap back on here to hold the ground wire, the power wire, and also the signal wires. So let's stick this on this screw here. I need to find those clamps to hold the wire on there. I took them off the other day. Okay, let's get these on. Let me go ahead and plug this monitor in. This is just extra. I had to make a new plug end here because this is a different style monitor than what came in the game, so I just had to adapt that for now. If I ever change the monitor or whatever, I can always change that out. So we're going to put two clamps. We're going to put one right here. Take this over to here with the ground wire. Put one more clamp over here. Okay. This clamp's right here. We'll stick this ground wire inside this clamp here. Screw this one in. Okay, then what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring this ground wire down, and I'll move the camera here in a second. Bring you down. Zoom in a little bit. So this ground wire is coming down here. I'm going to feed it through this bottom hoop. And then it's going to go underneath this bar, and it's going to go to this ground lug right here next to these green ones. We're going to put them on that terminal right there. So I'm going to grab another fork adapter or end. Strip that. Okay, we're just going to let that lay on the bottom of the cabinet for now. We'll put all of them onto there at one time. Now I'm going to make another one that's going to go from that lug to the PCB. And we'll just use this screw up here. So we'll just use this screw, and we'll come down. We'll make it a little bit long. Straighten it out a little bit here. Put the same end on each side. Okay, let's mount this onto the PCB, but we'll still leave it loose on the other end for now. Then we have 2 more to make and we'll have them all made. So loosen that screw up. We're going to stick these behind these wires. Just like that. Okay, and then that'll come over and meet with that other one. Now we got to make one that goes from this lug all the way up to the coin door. So what I think I'm going to do is some wire here. I think I'll feed it through this loop right here if there's enough room. Barely, but we're in. And then we'll come over, leave it a little long for now, and bring it down and over. Once I put this end on this side, we're going to put all 3 onto that lug on the bottom there, and then we'll spin the cabinet back around, and we can connect it to the coin door, and then take one from the coin door up to the control panel. And then our ground wires are done. Then we'll plug the control panel in, fasten that down, and we need to mount the controls for the monitor up by the coin door. Now we get all three of these onto this lug here. Tighten that down. I don't know what size it is. I think it's 3/8. Yep, 3/8. Okay, those are mounted. Now we'll spin the cabinet around and we will get it attached in the front there. Okay, I'm going to take this one up to this bolt here on the back of the coin door ring because this one's kind of close to that. So I'm going to take it up to the top one. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to combine this ground wire with the one that's going to go to the control panel, and we'll put them both into the same fork end. So we'll probably go one bigger size, the yellow one. Grab a yellow end here because both of these wires will fit into that one. Now let me try the blue, see if it'll fit. Maybe it will. Actually, it does fit with the blue. My torch. Here it is. Okay. Now we can get this mounted to here. I think this is 3/8. Yes. Okay, that's good. Check the control panel here. Okay, what we'll do is we'll just loosen up one of these nuts on this joystick here, and we'll hook it up to there. So I'm going to make this wire a little bit longer so that we have a little bit of room to work with. Okay. Let's hook this up and then we can get the control panel put into place. Let's see what size this nut is. Let's see if this will work. Kind of hard to see with the angle of the camera right this minute, but I'm just loosened up that one joystick bolt. So it's attached right there. So let me get this control panel in here. Drop this down. Go underneath here. We're going to latch it. The wires out of the way. Okay, now I got to get in here and plug it in. Kind of short. Might have to go around back and do it from the back side real quick. Now I want to mount the controls for the monitor. Just going to mount them right here on this board by the coin door. Okay, that's in there. Now I'm going to go around back, make sure everything's hooked up, and then we can power it on and see what happens. So I'm going to go check everything out in the back and I'll be back. All right, this is going to be the moment of truth here. Let me turn some lights off so we can actually maybe see something. Let me I'll leave the coin door open. All right, I'm going to turn the interlock switch on and we will see if it comes on. Interlock switch is turned on. Marquee light's on. It's coming up. Definitely going to need to do some adjustments because of that tint on that screen. It's definitely dark. So let me see if I can't turn up the brightness on the front here. The brightness right here. Find it again. That looks kind of like crap. Contrast maybe might help. I'm gonna have to degauze the monitor, and the colors are pretty off right now, but if you look right here on the screen, you see how bad that looks? It's got a big purple spot right there. We'll do that after. Let me, it looks like our red is really far down. Let me see if I turn the red up a little bit, what happens. If I can get back here. I don't know what it looks like on the screen. Yeah, we're definitely red is off. I can't see in here what's what. I'm going to grab my monitor adjusting tool. I can't really see what's what on the neck board, so I'm just going to turn one at a time and see what happens. I think this one's red. Can't tell. Looking a little bit better. Oh boy. I gotta grab a different tool. This one's not working. It's all stripped out. This plastic screwdriver. Use these plastic screwdrivers so you don't arc anything onto the metal. This one should be green. Let me mess with this a little bit and then I'll come back and see what I come up with. Still not getting very far yet. I'll try this degaussing wand and see if I can't okay, that got rid of the purple here. So that's all better now. The colors are just way off, and I don't know if it was perfectly fine when it was on the floor. So I'm gonna check my connections, and if that's not it, that tinted screen might be causing it to be all washed out looking like this. Much better. What happened was the wire, the plug going into the PCB, on these PCBs, those pins suck. And when I was running the wire up to the monitor, it came out of the plug a little bit. It was on an angle, so it kind of messed it up and wasn't giving it a good connection. So it wasn't, obviously, looks a lot better. I think the red's up too high. I want to wait till it goes back to a black screen and we'll see what color the black screen is. This is pretty black here. It's a little green maybe. Maybe the green is up too high. Let me see the contrast if that does anything. Turn the contrast down a hair. Waiting for that black screen. That should, see that, it's green. I think the green's up too high. So let's lower the green. That looks better. Our yellows look yellower now. Our gray looks more gray. Can't tell if the blue's up too high or not. I don't remember if that text is supposed to be white or blue. I think it's supposed to be blue. It's been a while since I played this game. No, that's right, because this is white, so we're fine there. Let's wait for that black screen again, and we'll see what the black screen looks like. We'll see if it's showing any hints of green or red still. I think the blue's okay, so that's pretty black there. Maybe the blue might be up a touch too much. Let me lower the blue down a tiny bit. We'll see what this does. I think that makes the text a little bit easier to read now. The blue is not so vivid. I think that's looking pretty good there. I might fool with it a little bit more, but I think I'm pretty happy with that. We'll wait for the black screen to come back up again. And then we got to test it and see if it works. And I still don't know this free play, if it's going to work or not. See, that screen to me still looks green. I think that green is up too high a little bit still. I wonder if it's the, I think there's a red and green drive on this. Let me see. I think this one is the green drive. I can't read the writing on the neck board. That black screen kind of tells everything. That I think's looking better. I mean, I'm more worried about what this looks like versus the black screen. I guess it's not too bad. It's definitely a little green looking up there though. Let me try lowering the green a little bit more. That looks definitely black now. That's real black in there. Red looks good. I think the yellow looks good. Just give it a second here. Black looks good. I'm gonna leave it there for now. Okay, let me check the controls and see if those work. We'll just do a player 1. Joystick's wrong. Maybe. Yeah. Joystick needs adjustment. It's working, but it's like going the wrong directions. He's running by himself. So the leaf switches are sticking. Yeah, every time I go down, it doesn't want to let me do it. That's okay. That's not a big deal. It's an easy fix. So at least these are, both tap handles are working. I gotta adjust the joystick. Player 1 start works. I'm gonna wait to die here and we'll see if player 2 start. Okay, I think my right and left are backwards. So my left and right are backwards. And maybe that's the only problem. That's easy. It's 2 wires. Just flop the two around. I probably, when I was putting those on, I had the control panel upside down and I probably confused myself. I wonder if the red is up a little bit too high now that I'm looking at it. I wonder how long it'll stay on the screen for. You can try taking this red down a hair. Makes it a little bit easier to read. See, this is what makes me think that that free play ROM is the wrong one. I have another one still, but it's staying on this screen and I don't know. Okay, it went back. Okay, we're good. It works right. We got a little normal MCR static up there. The red looks better now. Let's try the player 2 start. Make sure they both start. Looks like player 1 and player 2 are on. I'll just kill myself. Go to player 2. Make sure this one works again. Yeah. Cool. So we are working. Let me stop this for a second. Okay, just give you a quick look here. It is working. I do need to mess with the joystick. I got to switch the left and right around. Now the screen looks a little washed out because I got a light turned on. But that's all I really need to do now is wire up the control panel or the coin door, switch the 2 wires around on the joystick, clean the contacts. I got to get some labels for the handles. I like those Budweiser labels. My girlfriend made these for me. These are cup holder covers. There's actually, I had bought a set too. These are the ones I bought. These are the ones she made. She actually took the image off the side of the cabinet, shrank it down. I kind of like these ones better, just because it matches the side art better. So that's going to end this video. This is part 16. I'm pretty much going to call this finished. I have to do stupid things like put the lock on the back door, wire up the coin door, and maybe I'll make a little quick video of wiring the coin door and then maybe just showing that it plays correctly. And other than that, guys, that's going to end this. This is pretty much going to end the Tapper restore. I'll do a play video later and I'll show you the coin door wiring and stuff like that. So if you guys liking what you see, please like and subscribe, and I will see you guys later. Oh, real quick, I ordered the monitor parts for Wizard of War. I plan on starting to put this cabinet together this weekend. I have all the parts sitting down there on that stool, all on the shelf and everything. So I want to start at least getting that put into one piece. You can see the marquee and everything. I love this marquee on this. I think it's pretty sweet. So, all right, guys, that ends the Tapper restore. Thanks for watching, and I will see you guys later.